Welcome to Log Level Debug, recorded live April 27th, 2026. I'm your host, Name Not Found, and here's all the news we've logged from the past week. Apple has announced Tim Cook is stepping down from his role as CEO, who will be replaced by John Ternus. When asked why he was stepping down from his role as CEO, Tim Cook said he's tired of everyone calling him Tim Apple. Quote, "The name stuck with everyone around the office. That sort of thing wears on you." Cook will be moving on to a new role as a line cook at a small two-star restaurant, where he was assured no one will know him. Before taking on the role of CEO, Tim Cook ran Apple whenever Steve Jobs would step away due to health concerns in 2004, 2009, and 2011. He has officially been CEO of Apple since 2011, when he finally finished the job. Not much is known about John Ternus, but if he's an Apple employee through and through, everything will be kept secret until a big, flashy announcement once a year. If you'd like to learn more about Ternus, the Global Glob had an exclusive interview with him this week. Visit the link below. Moving on, Meta announced they will begin tracking how employees work in order to train their AI models. This includes keystrokes and mouse clicks. When asked why Meta is doing this, a spokesperson said, quote, "If we're going to continue developing cutting-edge technologies to track every aspect of our users' daily lives, we need to really dog food them. We'll start with our own employees and roll it out to everyone else once we figure out a good way to sell that information." End quote. They say the data will only be used to train the AI models and for nothing else, to which every employee replied, "You don't need to lie to us, we know where we work." Moving on from that, hosting platform Vercel confirmed this week they were breached and customer data was leaked. The hackers were able to obtain access by compromising the third-party tool Context AI, which was used by a Vercel employee. When pressed for comment, the Vercel chief security officer poured a shot of whiskey, drank it in one big gulp, and said, quote, "Yeah, that makes sense." Vercel also determined that other customer data has been leaked through other similar events unrelated to this instance. When pressed for comment, the Vercel chief security officer poured a very large glass of brandy, drank it in one gulp, and said, quote, "Yeah, that makes sense." Moving on. Anthropic says unauthorized users gained access to Mythos, their AI model, which specializes in finding security bugs in software. At this point, Anthropic has only made Mythos available as a preview to select companies. They say it's to give good actors a head start in securing their software, and we all know some companies need as much of a head start as they can get. The unauthorized users got access through a third-party vendor environment. When asked why the vendor wasn't secured using Mythos, an anonymous source told us they weren't big enough to be on the list. Some are saying the Mythos preview is only available to specific companies so Anthropic can heighten expectations. When reached for comment, their marketing department said, "Hell yeah, of course that's why." And that's all the news that happened this week. If we didn't talk about it, it's not in the logs. Join Log Level Debug next week when we'll talk about everything that happened between now and then.